Thank you, Peter, for your time.
Thank you,
It's
Monica.
an amazing love story.
Oh,
And it's actually what every woman of a certain age would dream
yeah,
about.
that's great. That's good.
And
That's lovely.
but how much of the screen adaptation is truthful to the recount of your story with Gloria?
I think it's very truthful. Actually, a lot of the book, Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, the book is in the film. And Matt Greenhouse, the wonderful kind of screenwriter, has kind of shaped it and turned it into a film, and brought some lovely things to it. And it's very brave of him because he's kept scenes from the book and dialogues from the book, and of course all the characters are the same. And he's been an adaptation of a book. He's just done an incredible job, and it's wonderful for us both.
Brilliant. And can you still do the John Travolta moves?
I most certainly can. Do you want me to do it now?
They were very good, actually.
They were great, weren't they? That dance scene is just gorgeous.
Yeah. And what's your, there is a chance now for people who don't know Gloria Grahame to find out a lot about her in this.
Yeah.
What is your personal favorite film of Gloria's work?
Oh, that's a great question.
What defines her the most, if that helps?
That's a great question, because for me, I'd never seen any of Gloria's films. The time we were together, because we didn't have DVDs, videos, and all that kind of thing. And reluctantly, she'd kind of tell me a bit about them and things. And so, it was only, it was after, long after she had died, that I started to really watch her films, and then watch them in a different way. I think I remembered that when I was a kid, I vaguely remembered The Greatest Show on Earth, from being on the television on a Sunday afternoon, because I remembered the kind of train crash and things and the elephants. But she did some incredible films. My personal favourites are A Woman's Secret, which is an early film she did, directed by her then husband, Nicholas Ray. I love In a Lonely Place, which she starred opposite Humphrey Bogart, which is incredible. Some people say it's the best kind of screening, kind of pairing that he's ever had. But what defines her, and her qualities and an actress in that kind of film noir genre, I think is The Big Heat, the film that she did with Lee Marvin.
That is the most famous probably of all, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that does define everything she was about, really, and the kind of how people saw her, and the quality she brought to the screen.
And how modern was Gloria for her times?
You're asking great questions, and Gloria was way ahead of her time, and she was kind of quite unique in that way. And her film career in Hollywood was kind of very different, and she was too ahead of her time then for to be kind of castable. People did not kind of know what to do with her. She wasn't bland, she wasn't safe, and all that kind of. She brought a kind of edginess and a kind of a rawness and kind of to her roles, and it wasn't of the kind of period, really. So film-wise, screen-wise, career-wise, she was certainly ahead of her time, and I think that she kind of suffered through that in kind of parts she might have got. She was too dangerous, really, in that kind of way. But as a woman, she was way ahead of her time in terms of, her attitude towards kind of women's rights and human rights and gay rights and, political equality and everything. And she, that was kind of really important to her, equally, as much as her career.
And my final question is, despite, the 5 months romance, if you want, it's only 5 months, right?
No.
Oh.
The romance between Peter and Gloria, in actual fact, no, it was like 3.5 years.
Okay.
So it's in the film we've kind of condensed it down,
yeah.
In an hour and a half.
Was she the love of your life?
People have asked me that question before, and it's like, it's the love of one's life. I think that when, you know, you are given that experience and the privilege of spending that time, and you have that kind of, you know, that love affair, that relationship, and that kind of complex and unexpected and kind of unusual relationship, it's kind of like given me kind of so much. And obviously at the time I didn't know what was going to happen in the romance, and I just think that it was the best thing that had happened to my life then. And obviously it still is, but you know, I've been able to take what Gloria gave me as a person and take it forward into my life and other kind of experiences, and that is a wonderful thing. So she's given me a wonderful gift of life and love, and you know, and love grows and is eternal, and wow, you know, I'm privileged to have had that.
Thank you so much, Peter. It's an amazing film. I hope as many people as possible will go and see it and feel inspired by it, as I did.
That's really lovely of you to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Monica. That was lovely.
With the